I think the one thing that I do feel self-conscious about is my butt. I love my butt, but...
You have freckles, you have moles, you have farmer's tan. For the longest time, I wouldn't, go swimming because I didn't want to be in a swimsuit.
I mean, I'm a little self-conscious about my thighs. Like, I'm a little,
The only thing I was nervous about, which is funny, is that, like, I was like, oh, I have some ingrown hairs around my bikini line and I might show. And I was telling my friend and she was like, they'll just Photoshop that out. And I was like, no, they're not going to do that. That's not the project.
I actually thought, like, this is therapeutic. This will be good to see my figure, myself, like, on camera.
But that's just the way women are. They get ingrown hairs. And I was like, exactly. So why am I stressed out about it?
It's like shoved down our throats that you have to be skinny, you have to be, look a certain way, you have to have certain hair, you have to have certain eyes, otherwise you're just not attractive.
I'd love to be like a white canvas with no imperfections, but that's just not the way it is.
It's like every time you turn a page in a magazine, somebody's either too fat, too skinny.
And then all the advertisements on television showing how makeup or this hair care product can, change your life. Not just change the way you look, but change your life.
I'm tired of being told that I have to wear this makeup or, take a prescription to grow my eyelashes longer.
Very confusing. Very hard to differentiate between what's ideal body and what's ideally beautiful and what's natural.
So I mean, it's been really confusing trying to figure out what's good for me and what's good for the media. How am I supposed to look for me, or how am I supposed to look when I walk out the door and have the rest of the world see me?
The prevalence of airbrush photos, I think, that lead people to believe that everything is perfect on the bodies that they don't have.
There's a lot that goes into those images. The clothing that these women are wearing is clipped in the back and clipped or altered to fit them perfectly.
It's not a real picture. It's not a raw picture of a real human being.
It gives you a false perception of reality.
There's almost this, like, ironic idiocy of the fashion world that kind of is like, you really think everyone looks like that? Like, really?
It's a shame that we hold back on really living life or really, like, feeling free in our own skin.
So much looking out for the answer instead of just looking in.
Be confident, and that you can't buy confidence. Like, that's not something you can go in the store and just pick up.
Don't buy into this whole thing that you need to change yourself and be different according to someone else's standards.
Like, it's fascinating, like, just how we're all shaped so incredibly differently.
Recognizing how beautiful it is to have that rainbow of figures and, looks.
The shape of a woman's body is really beautiful.
There's really only one you, so it's impossible to fit the mold that someone else has created.
This was an opportunity for me, like, to dance in front of the camera, and I don't get to do that because I am 5'3", and, like, I'm a short, like, little chubby Jewish girl, and I don't get to do that.
There are times when I felt, you know what, I wish I had bigger boobs, or maybe a little taller or something like that. But at the same time, I've accepted myself, and this is who and what I am, and I'm comfortable with that.
I used to be very self-conscious about my body, and it was a long journey to just really love my body.
And it's a beautiful thing, to know that, like, you're unique. Even if there are certain things that you don't like about yourself, there's nobody else like you.
I just want to be me, and I just want to be accepted as me, and I feel like this project helps me to do that, and I am excited to think that it would help other women to do that.
Because I think people, like, say, like, oh, we need to, like, diversify what our, what's in popular media, but, like, when you actually do it, I think people have, like, really strong opinions, like, what are you doing? Like, we don't want to look at that. That it's like, you look at it every day. You just don't want to look at it on paper. Like,
even if you hate your butt, just look in the mirror and make yourself find something that you love. Even if it's just one small thing about yourself that you love, instead of just hating everything or judging yourself. And just like, no judgment, no judgments.